Good evening, everyone. How are you?
Hello. I'm happy.
So, yes, is this the lull in the storm before the big freeze? Don't know. Anyway, I'm just going to put the link in. I'm getting too good for me and good me.
You don't have to wait for anybody's comment so you can pin it to top of the page.
No, I just had to keep refreshing page because it's not getting them dots. It's I don't know. Whether is it because I've sort of took that off? I don't know.
Whoa.
And it's just every time that I do it, I've got to refresh the YouTube side of it before I can pin it. So there you go. And it's every single time now. So what have we built? Yeah, it's a bit of a mess. So I washed it. Well, I've been in bath. And rather than sort of blow dry it, I just let it dry by itself. And it was like a scarecrow. Oh, that's the thing, Amjad. Spoke to Bella today. Had about an hour chatting. So, yeah.
I was hoping for a bit of peace and quiet afternoon. Got no chance for your two banging all day.
How often do I natter?
Every bloody day.
So, yeah, you know. Stop interloping, you. Thought you were making a coffee.
I am waiting for the microwave. Ping.
Well, bugger off in there and wait for it then.
Yeah, I'm going to tell him. I'm going to go before she lands me one.
Yeah. But, yeah, Chris has not been out anywhere.
No.
Well, apart from Asda.
One biscuit's been out in dark.
Ooh. He started going out again. This is like 3 days on trot. 3 days on trot. He's been out. And actually, other two were sort of while it were light. But today, because he'd been watching football, by the time football had finished, it was dark and he actually went out. But we always have a little bit of a setback when fireworks, you know, what with New Year's Eve and everything, we always have a bit of a setback. Which makes him not want to go out. So yeah, so we're sort of back into a little bit of a routine now. Spoke to Laura as well. She might join us on Tuesday, or depending what we're making. So I've said we're making these apple and caramel blondies. So she says she's going to get back to me. So that's me all caught up to date. What an interesting life, eh? But oh dear. Has it get up the ghost completely then now, Johnny? They do have some good things on Marketplace. I mean, I don't know whether you could look under Tracy's on Facebook. Yeah, they've got some, you know, some bargains. So, hi Keith, how are you? Happy New Year to you too.
God, okay.
Ashes to dampness, what? Oh, you mean like gone from one extreme to other? It's like drying them to a crisp, and now it's not drying them. Oh yeah, I know what you mean. So yeah, that's it really. Chris has started him on them calming tablets that we got from vets, and I don't know whether it's them, but yeah, for the last 3 days he's gone out.
So they can't eat them for cheap plates.
Hiya, Gordon. How are you?
Oh.
So yeah, that's about it really. And bloody weather. Chris has not been able to go out with his drone. Okie dokie then, Johnny. Not being able to go out with his drone to sort of nipping out with his camera in between bloody deluges and whatever, you know what I mean? It's but you know, we're like swapping one thing for other. Apparently the temperatures is going to drop significantly. So anyway, links up there should anybody want to come on the panel. Not it really. Yeah. So and a quick visit. I got to pick Mrs. G up. Is she working tonight? But it's yeah, it's like going from one extreme to other. You know, I forgot to tell you, baby, it was showing you Nottingham Forest football ground and it's underwater.
But that's about business altogether, that bloody club.
But yeah, you know, it costs. I think it was Trent that had burst its banks or something. Another subject I want to hit home tonight is that programme, Mr. Bates versus the Post Office. And I've watched all 4 episodes and I was sat there going like this. You know what I mean? It's jaw-dropping. She's back to normal now with the working hours. I would highly recommend you watching it. I mean, I'm not going to give any spoilers away or anything, but yeah. I sat there all the way through with me. Hi, Lisa. After you, how are you? Off all the way through it. I sat there sort of eyes wide open, jaws. And then at the end, I was like literally crying. Well worth a watch. But they have got one on BBC iPlayer, but I watched the one on ITV. Was it ITVX? I think. Yeah. Well worth a watch. And it's so horrendous what happened and the way that they got treated, honestly. Yeah. I could not believe it. And it says it's the biggest miscarriage of justice in it was honestly. Ooh, Romany Gypsy Caravan. Hiya, Richard, how are you? Hiya, Ian Matthews, how are you? But yeah, if you're in the UK, yeah, watch it. It's so unbelievable. Well, I don't mean as in not believable, but yeah, the way the people were treated. And yeah, honestly, absolutely horrendous. One of the biggest miscarriages of justice in the UK ever. So yeah. Sort of, I did contemplate watching the one on BBC iPlayer to sort of compare, if you know what I mean. But yeah, it's horrifying, honestly, Ian. I could not believe it, and then like right at the very end, I sort of sat there crying, honestly. But yeah. And it were all about sub postmasters, if you run a post office, they were finding discrepancies and they were saying it were post, you know, yeah. Honestly, you've hit the nail on the head there, Ian. And I've sat.
Man, it's shit.
Honestly, Amjad, watch it. Yeah, it is an injustice beyond comprehension. You know, you mean you?
What's it called again?
It's called Mr. Bates versus the Post Office.
What's it on?
It's on both ITVX, but they've got one on BBC, but that's only one. But the one on ITVX is like, I know. Well, they're calling for her to give it back, Ian. And the Met Police are now investigating. So, yeah. So heads will roll, put it this way. But you see, the thing is, they were denying that there were a problem. You know what I mean? They were denying it were a problem, and they put, you know, put them on trial, put them in prison, something that they didn't do, and they still haven't been compensated yet. And that's like about 20 years ago, and they still haven't been compensated. Honestly, and the people that Edward, they've either died, they've committed suicide. Honestly, it's jaw dropping that this could ever happen here in this country. Hi, Peter, by the way. But yeah. Oh dear. But it's gripping, but it's also unbelievable. Not in the you don't believe, you know, the way they got treated. And they were telling each, it were telling each postmaster, well, nobody else has reported a problem, but yet there were 555, and the number has rose to about 700 now. Jiggling that cooking pot thingy, well, that narrows it down, Richard. But there's a lot of big names in it as well, and they tell it so, yeah. There's no to keep up with, you know. Same shit, different day. That's a good point, Gordo. Yeah, you're supposed to cook with it, not jiggle it. There is one on iPlayer, but I haven't watched that one. I watched the one on ITVX. Now, you see, we've got ITVX as part of the apps. So if I miss anything, I just, you know, watch it on catch up. Now it's on every night this week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday. Because football on Friday. But yeah, so I sort of binge watched every single one on Thursday or Friday. Anyway, Thursday, I think it were. Yeah, you know, do you want to run down? You know, I got up this morning, Amjad, and my shoulder were killing me. You know, I struggled to get out of bed because everywhere hurt me. You know what I mean? Is that sort of thing you want? Keeping up with? Ooh. But yeah, Italian vegetable stew. Sounds nice. So yeah. The one on ITVX is just 4 episodes. But it's actually on ITV 3 of the nights I were live, you see.
Good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Johnny 5.
Hi, I'm here.
Honestly, Johnny, yeah.
I'm not very organised.
This is the thing. It said that the post office had awarded them 58 million compensation, right? But after lawyers' fees and everything, and because there were so many of them, they'd end up with about 20 grand each. And some of them had lost a lot more.
I know
than
about
that.
it years. I knew about all this years ago with Royal Mail.
And she were it a CBE or an OBE?
Yeah, they've told her, they've said she should return it or something.
But yeah.
The fact that the government didn't bloody investigate it though, and they decided.
Well, now they are. They are investigating now. Now this program's come to light. They are investigating it, and the Met Police are investigating as well.
Ricardo Stew.
But yeah.
Good to see you all anyway. Happy Saturday or whatever it is.
Gordo says he's been watching Grange Hill from beginning.
Mm.
I never used to watch that because they were. I mean, I don't know, but it was sort of like I always seen it as a boys' thing, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So there's no meat in it or nothing then, Richard. But I have got some fun. You got any more of them chewy things that you bought, biscuit, baby? Baby, is there any more of them chewy things that you thought were toothbrushes? Yeah. Yeah, you bring us one over.
Oh, I've got sucker on me.
Oh, yeah, he'll bring one over in a minute.
Oh, Ian's in. Good to see you, Ian.
Yeah. Anyway, so go on.
I just said good to see you, Ian.
Oh, anyway, so he went to Poundstretch the other day, and he bought these like chewy things. Now he gets these what they call dentist sticks from Asda, and he absolutely loves them. So I forgot where I went in. Hiya, Adam, how are you? He went in Poundstretch and he bought these chew things. So we opened packet when he got home, and they're like toothbrushes. So Chris says, "Have I got right thingy?" Oh dear. But yeah, honestly, Chris, he's got tucker on him at the moment, but he'll bring me one over. They just look like toothbrushes, but he loves them. Keeps him occupied for hours. But yeah, they just look like toothbrushes. But anyway, so
Size you little fatty.
I bet you talk to Mister.
What the bloody hell she fed you today? Fucking about that wide.
Hey, sounds like a bit like our tucker. Honestly, and since the biscuit's been on these steroids, he's plunked weight up.
Oh.
I know he has. He's got bigger.
Fucking belly up back at him.
Shows he's being fed well.
Dear Nora. She said she'd fed him today.
But what she fed him, that's
what have you been eating?
That's the thing.
Good job you're a boy, I'd swear you were up the duff.
Oh dear.
Imagine what's called Mrs. till they had a closer look.
Till they found extra bits.
Well, it's when he fell out of that window when Vet looked at him and says, I don't know why you're calling him Mrs. for.
Because it's a mister.
Good size are you? She fed you. I take it you was asleep then. Like a little barrel. He's so nice, but then he viciously attacks you.
He's not going to again, has he?
No, He's off it now. Too much. It's anything funny, doesn't it? It's replaced it with food by the looks of it. Well, she can't say he ain't been fed. I have to get his nuts done though. His pee stinks.
But you see, the thing about an unneutered male as well, they mark the territory.
That's what he's doing in parts where he sleeps on the night, and it bloody stinks.
But
He's gonna
yeah.
knock him off. Gonna sort you out, aren't I? Snippy snip.
Did you go to you know where today?
Yeah.
She all right?
Yeah, a bit down, but it's expected, really.
Well, she's got something to look forward to, though, hasn't she?
Yeah, in 2025.
No, I'm on about
Oh, they haven't sorted any of that out yet.
dragging the reels, aren't they?
No, she shouldn't have been there till November of this year. So she's done well to get there.
Basically, Adam Nafor.
Sizey, you little frumper.
So,
What's she done?
yeah, not been anywhere.
What's she done?
Too cold.
What's she done? You look like a fucking full-grown cat.
I mean, if it's a year old, I mean, then they do class them as a full-grown cat.
I can assure you it was not my idea. Oh, you little twat.
See what good those poor.
You saw me bloody foot, man.
Oh dear, that one's a good one.
Oh, I remember that, yeah. I remember that sketch. Yeah, why such a big hole? Surprised he didn't go after my fish, actually, but he won't get that lid up.
But yeah, I mean, Richard showed us footage, a rat's nicking his fish out of his pond before him and his missus split up, and rats were actually coming and sort of, yeah, I'll have that one, thanks. And he got it all on like a CCTV security camera thing.
Look at you, you little frumper. Don't scratch me. He gets all purring and he just goes. I won't lean over like that. With your belly, you'll fall off chair.
It took us on Chris's knee at the moment, sprawled out all, you know, that way across his knee.
He's laid on. He says, "Stop scratching me, you prick."
So
if he starts purring, he goes.
But you might find that once he's been done, he might calm down a bit.
He's getting done before I go on holiday. I'll start asking. I'll find out how much it is. I've got a PDF.
If I were you, Johnny, because it benefits, I'd ring PDSA.
I will. He's actually on Chris. He's actually on Chris's.
Hi, Tommy.
Yeah.
But yeah, you ring PDSA. Just say you're sort of fostering, looking after somebody's cat, and explain the situation. Hi, Gary. How are you?
Gary!
Yeah,
explain the situation. You know that you're on benefits and.
Gary, I've been expecting you. With my fatty catty.
But yeah, I mean, if they don't, I mean, when Biscuit had his eye out, we didn't have to pay a thing. You just gave him a donation, whatever you can afford.
Yeah, I've been with him for years. I just haven't renewed for a long time.
Yeah, well, when you know,
I used them since I lost Samson, and that were like, well, I got Buddy then, so about 5 years ago.
But yeah, I mean, I'd ring up, just say, well, because of the situation, you've ended up with a cat. Nah, you think it's about a year old, but he hasn't been neutered or anything yet. And you want him done. I mean, if they do it,
tell them, me, I'm not bothered. I'm not the one there.
If they cover the whole cost, then yeah. Or I think all we did was give them a donation when they did.
So he's my cat for at least the next 4 years. Can you neuter him for me?
That's it. Hi Tim, how are you?
He is scenting. You bloody stink.
Hi, everybody.
Hi
Hello.
Jamie, how are you?
Good to see you. I wasn't expecting you.
Uh-oh.
Ow, you stop biting
Am I
me.
feeding back?
You just bit me.
How are you doing then, Jamie?
Stop biting. Stop trumping an oil. Smelly out.
I'm doing great, but I'm hearing myself again, like I'm feeding back.
It's not feeding back.
No, that's all right. Listen, little shit.
It's only you can hear it then, because it's not feeding back.
Oh, that's weird.
Tell me, baby, will you listen to it? See if Jamie's got a feedback, because we can't hear it. Baby, will you listen on your phone to see if Jamie's got a feedback or an echo? Is it like an echo or a?
It could be something on my side.
I might have to put my shoes on. He's attacking my feet here.
No, Tommy says there's no feedback. I can't hear anything on Chris's phone. It's your end.
Yep, it's my end.
Can't get good stuff these days, can you?
Okay, let's see.
So what you've been up to then? I noticed you've put a few videos up.
Oh yes, I did. Oh, there we go. I figured it out now. Sorry, I had you on a second channel somehow. I must have hit the button twice.
Oh.
But I figured it out. But yes, I'm doing great. It's snowing quite well here now.
Don't tell us that, because we always get whatever you have.
Oh, that's true. Yes.
They're on about where we might get snow.
But I mean, I'm working on a video that I'm going to show some friends of mine in Florida. But just to give you an idea, I'm not sure I can even do it.
Share screen.
Yeah.
You click on share screen and then, yeah, hang on a minute.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you hear it at all?
I can't hear it, but I can see it.
Oh.
Oh, my giddy eye.
So, yeah.
Oh, it's straight out there making a snowman.
Yeah. And it's just getting good now. It's still snowing, and it's getting dark out. So I'm going to wait till tomorrow to shovel. I mean, to snow blow.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's coming down pretty darn good.
So that's what we've got to look forward to then.
Yes.
I'm going to say we've had everything what you had, blustery winds, rain, you name it. And now you've shown us that we've got that to look forward to now.
Yeah, it's fun to play in, but it's cold.
No, I don't go. Adam wants to know where are you situated, Jamie?
Well, I'm in central Pennsylvania, so it's kind of central south Pennsylvania. So it's west of Philadelphia.
Oh,
I guess is the easiest thing to say.
I was about to say you'll have to be a bit more specific than that.
Yeah.
Well, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, Pennsylvania is very big. Near Hershey, Pennsylvania, I guess would be another thing to say.
Adam says his mate's in Kentucky.
Yeah, see that's my driveway, so I'm not going to hand shovel that.
Well, put it this way, Jamie.
Yes.
As soon as you shovel it, you'd be sort of shoveling a thing, and behind you it'd be covered in. So yeah, a futile, a bit of a futile thing on shoveling it.
Oh yeah, but as you see, I'm getting my snowblower ready. So yep.
I've got a snowblower, but she don't like me calling her that.
Oh, that's awesome.
I've got a snow shoveler and he's over there.
Yeah.
I do have a
But anyhow, I'm not done yet. That's pretty much all I got.
Oh, that's as far as you've got with it then.
Yeah.
I'll keep an eye out for tomorrow's update.
Yeah, because tomorrow I'm going to be snow blowing and I'll add it on to the end and then I'll put it up. But what you saw was right out of the editor.
But they say like these next few days the temperature's going to dip very significantly.
Mm.
I mean, while we've had this wind and this rain, it's not been too bad. But now the temperatures is dipping.
Oh, I'm not bothered about it being cold.
Well, when I lived over at over by Ipswich,
it's UK. We never get that
I just remember like being cold all the time in the winter. There's a wind coming across.
Well, here in UK.
Mm-hmm.
That's where a lot of names come from.
Yeah.
States,
Yeah, I was stationed at Bentwaters Woodbridge.
They've got a New England, and it's got to be better than ours.
Can we swap it?
Yeah. No, I just remember being in a park almost all the time when I was over there in the winter.
But there's a lot of things like there's a Mansfield here in the UK, but there's a Mansfield in the States.
Yes.
There's a lot of places that you've got that we've got as well.
Oh yes, we have quite a few Londons.
Yeah, yeah. There's a Norwich as well, but they call it Norwich.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, we call it Norwich.
I remember one time when I was over there, I had to change a tire.
The way it's spelled is Norwich.
Oh yes,
Norwich.
But I remember with the way it was spelled with tire. I made an error over there because I had to have my tires changed. So I took it into a shop and I saw a tire TYRE, while in America it's TIRE. So I joked around and I said, I honestly thought at first that it was misspelled. I said, I see, it's misspelled. He goes, no, we're English. That's the way we spell it. I'm like, oh. I said, well, I'm American. We invented the tire. I didn't know if we did or not, but just to poke the bear.
Not to an Englishman.
Yeah, I think he charged me quite a bit more.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of things that we spell differently, and sort of what we call crisps, you call them, potato.
Oh, French fries.
Yeah.
Oh, fries. Yeah.
We call them crisps, but the things that we
they call them potato chips.
Yeah, potato chips.
Oh, potato chips. Yes.
What you call French fries, we call them chips.
Yes.
So there's a lot
of different, aren't they?
Well, yeah, because here when we go into like an English pub and we order fish and chips, then we get them with French fries, so we know, what it is. But those who've never been into an English pub in America, even, that kind of throws them a little bit.
Next time you go, Jamie, say I want fish chips and mushy peas, thank you.
Oh, mushy peas! I've when I was there.
Okay,
I remember. Yes.
We do the peas.
Yeah.
But
talking through a window.
Honest to God, there's places in England that we've been, and we've gone in a local chip shop and says, "Can I have like fish, chips, fish, and mushy peas?" And somebody said, "What's mushy peas?" Like looking at you like you're from a different planet.
Yes.
What's up, eh? Too posh to have mushy peas.
There's somebody in the chat that says tomatoes. So tomatoes here, tomatoes, or
tomato or potato.
yes,
I-
or aluminum and aluminium.
Yeah.
Oh, no, we got-
When it all
it is
boils down
on-
to it, Jamie, it's all the same thing.
Mhm.
Let's not start. It is aluminium. It's not aluminum.
aluminum.
But you see, the Americans seem to say it as it's spelt.
Mhm.
And it's like the Norwich, we call Norwich, but you call it Norwich, which
Yes.
is actually the way it's spelled.
Well, we're too dumb to know, so we just do it phonetically.
But you know what I mean?
We call it a path. They call it a sidewalk.
I tell you
yes.
something. Ruby Slippers threw me off me thing other night. She says we made vanilla cupcakes. So she says, "Do you use cake flour or do you use all-purpose?" Now I know all-purpose is plain flour.
Mhm.
About cake flour, I said, "Do you mean self-raising flour?" I sort of think, cake flour. What would you?
Yes.
You know, it stumped me for a bit.
Hmm.
And I went, here in UK, we just have self-raising flour and we have plain flour, which is
Cat's food by nothing.
Yeah.
Hang on.
all
But with the plain flour, though, we have to be careful of the propellers. Boom, boom.
tumbleweed.
Yeah, yeah. I know.
I tell you something. I tell you something, Jamie.
Yes.
I've been baking for 40 years or more, right?
I've been eating for that long. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'd look at recipes and I'm thinking, molasses. What's molasses? I've not seen any molasses in this country. I didn't know it were all black treacle
Oh yeah.
thing. And I'm thinking, oh, you idiot. You know, I didn't sort of join the dots that molasses and black treacle were the same thing.
Oh, yeah. Well, there's my dad used to mess around with my mom and, call it mole asses. You have any mole asses?
Oh dear.
Oh, hi, Grass Cutter and Gary. Sorry.
But yeah. It stumped me for a long time, and I'm thinking, I wonder if I go on Amazon if I can find some molasses. But then when
you almost said mole asses, didn't you?
molasses.
Mole asses.
Anyway, so I went on Amazon and I
Yes.
typed in molasses, and I'm looking, I'm thinking, you idiot, it's black treacle. So for a long time, it stumped me. But yeah.
Yep. So what are you and Pixie up to this year? Have any plans, videos?
Going on holiday.
Ooh, any plans on where are you going on holiday?
Yeah.
I mean, not specifically, of course. We don't want to say that out loud.
Robin Hood Bay, and it's sort of not far from us, actually. And the place that we've picked, it's right on top of a cliff. So it'd be ideal.
So she can push me off when she gets.
That's what I was going to say. Don't get near the edge, Pixie. Hey.
And washes up in Robin Hood Bay. You heard it here first.
Yeah.
Still find his rollers is flying off the edge of cliff.
Yeah.
It's expensive.
Oh, it's only got one left. Dropped it now.
Oh, there's two in there.
No,
Apparently, it's a stone's throw away or a quick step.
this is what Chris bought biscuit from our. Yeah, it looks like a toothbrush, doesn't it?
Oh, it does.
And it feels plastic.
And
feels like
it's
plastic.
like a odd plastic. Feels
That
like
looks a little naughty. Are you supposed to show that on YouTube?
Pardon?
I said that looks a little naughty. Are you supposed to show that on YouTube?
It's
Pixie got it. He's back there laughing.
Nobbles on both sides. Look,
Oh yes.
absolutely loved them. We were
I might as well
thinking.
get it 'cause I've
We
put
were
that back
thinking, oh, that'll be way too hot for biscuit to eat. But anyway,
That ends for flicking the bean.
anyway, it's double-sided.
away.
Yes.
He wants that his way.
Chris had just said to him, "Do you want this?" And he's going,
Ooh, there you go.
It keeps him quiet for a bit.
It'd be an harder version of them chewy sticks, wouldn't it?
Oh yes. Oh, my mom is calling. Bye.
Right, Jamie.
You know, like,
Hey, partner, how are you? But yeah, Chris got him out and he thought, he'll never eat this. It feels like hard
Right.
plastic.
it'll soften up when it gets wet.
Company.
It'll clean his teeth good anyway, because he'll have to have a
Yeah,
proper nose.
That's it. It keeps him occupied for ages. You know, and it just sort of on it. He's chomping on it now. But yeah.
He's a big dog. He'll make him eat. He won't take long.
But
He's about the size of a German Shepherd. So.
yeah, it keeps him occupied.
He just looks like a slimmer German Shepherd.
Well, we reckon he's a German shepherd crossed with like a lurch because his legs is ever so long.
Yeah.
He's got
Tall,
long
yeah.
legs.
Got like a
Yeah,
backside,
he's tall.
but face like
Yeah, his body and his face are just like a German shepherd. But yeah,
I'm going to make Tracy laugh. Alexa, make an announcement.
What's the announcement?
What have you done to this cat?
it'll probably come storming upstairs. That.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, you've got to answer the phone when your mum calls, haven't you?
It announces it all over. Really pisses her off. Depends how loud you were playing the music as well earlier. Might make a jump.
It's too.
What do you mean? What have I done to it, Kurt? I say, looks fucking 6 months pregnant. I don't know if they don't go that long, do they?
I don't know how long a cat's pregnant for. I don't know.
Yeah.
No idea.
This cat looks 6 months pregnant.
It's got Junior, and it's had some cat meat and all.
Well, he's trumping like a.
That's tuna, that is.
Yeah.
He looks pregnant. I showed him to Jeanette. He's like a little barrel. That's why he's trumping. Bloody. He's got
65 days.
Apparently, it takes 65 days, so he's at least 40.
Yeah, they're pregnant for 65 days. That's just over 2 months, isn't it?
Glad I got a male one then, to be honest. I don't want kittens. Because you always end up keeping one of them, so then you end up with an house cat.
You see, even when we had Benny, and we had Benny and Lucy, but because one were male and one were female, that was one of the first things we did. Got a spade. But we had that was through RSPCA, but we had a voucher. So all you got to do is take this voucher into any RSPCA vets. Hi, Crypto, how are you?
Hi, Crypto.
And basically, you just hand this voucher over and this spay on, you see. But it's a lot more complicated to have a female spayed than it is to neuter a cat, if that makes any sense. A male cat. Hey?
Male.
I've just said a male cat.
Cat.
Well, you neuter a male cat and spay a female cat. So, yeah. There you go. So, yeah, it's a lot more complicated because they're all, bits and bobs down there, if you know what I mean. Whereas we're a male cat, it's just, and that's the way you go.
There we go.
Yeah, I'm going to get some bricks from outside. Anyway, so yeah, it's a lot more complicated. And when you have to pay to have a female cat spayed, it's a lot more money. Hence the reason, pardon me. So yeah, that's why it's a lot more expensive to have a female cat done than it is a male. Because it's a lot more complicated, with all tubes and valves and
Well, if you don't behave, I'll do it old school farmer style. 2 bricks.
But yeah, it's a lot more expensive to have a female done than it is a male. Because with male, you just, you know,
I'll get him sorted in the next few weeks.
with a female cat, you know, there's a lot more tubes down there, if you know what I mean. So it's a lot more complicated to have a female cat done than it is the male. So
Bloody cat's just got the door open.
he's running for it. He's running for his life because you've mentioned having him done.
He jumps up at the door handle and flicks it, and then
I tell you something. We've got Callum when Callum were in infant school. We've got he made a kite. Not letting you in, Richard.
Oh, yeah. Thanks.
Yeah. Anyway, so we've got a kite on door.
he made him wait then.
It made some like paper bows. Well, they've all dropped off over the years, so there's just like a dangly string. Our Chase plays with that for hours, jumping up at it, jumping up, you know. Hiya, Tracy, baby.
Yo, wifey.
You know, while Tucker's not there, will you get with them bunt things? That's
Yeah, Richard.
draw.
How we doing, Johnny?
Yeah, okay.
Them silicon things I bought.
Cat's got a new battery. She's found up. She's
Oh, yeah, I heard you last night on Ali's.
Yeah.
good battery. Good battery, actually. 43 quid. Can't wrong.
Can't beat that, can you?
Yeah. How much did AA want to charge us? 120?
160 plus VAT. 3-year guarantee with it and all.
Well, that's it.
In 2 years, I'm going to go, oh dear, I need another.
Well then,
Yeah.
8 years out of that other one. 10 years, 2014 it said on that other battery.
It's all right. I just want to show your Tracy. These,
It started the next day though, Richard.
It's what?
It started on the old battery again the next day.
Yeah.
sorry about this.
I'm going to trickle charge it and just keep it as a spare.
While Tracy's here, these is them mini bunt things.
He's got the caps you can pop off, so I might just top them up with some distilled water.
They make like mini cakes.
Oh, mini jelly thing. Yeah. That'd be a decent sized bun.
But I've got a recipe for them, a chocolate chip on as well. But the individual, how many is it? There's 12 in this pack, and I got them off that Temu, but they do want them on Amazon.
crypto.
So yeah,
Keep-
do you see what I'm on about when I says they were a bit like them donut molds, but the individual things, but they sort of like a mini cake. If you know what
They're
I
a
mean.
lot easier to get off though, off this.
All these silicon,
Yeah.
I swear by this silicon. So yeah, there's 12 altogether in them.
You can get silicone oven gloves, can't you, as well?
Oh yeah, they look like crocodile things. But yeah, I got this is what I bought off of that team. I mean, they're a bit flimsy, but you think when you pour them on like a baking tray, and you put your cake batter in there, because the recipe that I've got is for like chocolate chip. But then when you sort of
They're off Temu, Tracy, I think.
get them out,
And off that Temu.
yeah. They do them on Amazon as well.
Can't send me a link, you'd have to send you one.
I can
Jeanette
send you link.
Jeanette refuses to communicate with me outside YouTube.
I don't have that WhatsApp. That's the thing, Johnny.
I'll give her options and she won't.
I don't. Yeah, I don't have. You see, my only way of communicating with you were Instagram, but you jack that in and also. But I don't have that WhatsApp.
I'm getting loads of women looking, wanting to marry me and shit.
Should just
That's
download
what we
WhatsApp,
back
Jeanette, and then it's just you could send.
It's weird, is that Instagram?
They have got them on Amazon. Nah, they might be a bit more sturdier than these, but
I bet Instagram's like a shit YouTube.
I didn't realise till they come that they are. These are a bit flimsy, but I would imagine once you've got your batter in them, that if you put
Yeah.
them on a baking sheet.
That's why, it got stupid. I just deleted it. They're all evangelicals from fucking America. All a few Nigerian princesses. She'd be right, Edward.
But yeah, I thought while you're in chat, Tracy, I'll show them you. I do have a recipe for it, and they like chocolate chip mini bundt cakes, I think they're called, and exactly the same. Like when you make donuts, you dip them in
I
chocolate.
will in 5 minutes. Just let me chat for 5. Oh, God. Yeah, that.
What's that look on your face, Richard?
What's that? No, I'm just listening to my pressure cooker going. That electronic thing I got last Christmas. That big.
Oh yeah. You
I've
like
got it
air
going.
fryer.
I've got it going.
Oh, you haven't eaten yet then?
Oh yeah, no, not today. Not tonight. I haven't, but I've got all sorts in it at the moment. But it was just a bit watery when I last looked, so I'm sending on a second trip round block.
But
Who's more annoying, this cat or Keena? Come here. Come here. Don't start carrying on either. Fucking attacks you. Looks like that. Back in a minute. He's got the door open again. You'll have to put a Yale lock on fucking living room door.
change its name, Johnny Houdini. So what you been up to then, Richard? Oh no.
Not exciting today, really. It's been cold actually today. A cold day, and it's cold now. Bloody hell!
I know it's dropping dramatically.
Yeah.
I made a nice meal tonight out of next. What you call next to nothing, Tracy? What you know what I mean?
I just tipped a lot of vegetables in pan in that tub. Chucked a few stock cubes in and I cut an onion up, whizzed that in, put some mixed herbs in and shut the lid and let it rip. So I don't know what's going to come out. But it smells all right.
Deliver it from your lady yet then?
She's been on all with Christmas break, you see. I'm a week out and I don't get my next delivery till next Friday.
Oh. So you've got to manage till next Friday then.
Correct, yeah. I ordered 2 weeks off. I thinking she was caught, just for 2 weeks or Christmas, and she's having 4 weeks, so it's not till 12th next Friday. So I'm having to fend for myself. I mean, I've got some beef stew and dumplings in fridge.
Do you know we had like Chris made lasagna on Tuesday. On Wednesday we had steak and chips, mushrooms, onions, you name it. And then, what day was on that Saturday? I don't know, forget what we had Thursday. What did we have Thursday? Oh, chicken. No, that was last night. And then I said to him the other day, yeah, I know it is, Amjad. Yeah. Yes, it is. It is free. I said to him, you know what I ain't had for a long time? Ooh. Mincemeat with all seasoning and with veg and mash. Ooh, I bet that was nice. So I says to him the other night, you know what I ain't had for a long time? A jacket potato with beans and cheese. Sounds simple, but we haven't had it in ages. And we had that last night and we both sat there. And when you had something for a long while and you really, really, really enjoy it, and that were it. He put jacket potatoes in oven. He didn't do them in air fryer. Did it conventional way, wrapped in foil in oven. Because I like my skin on my potatoes soft. Now a lot of people like them crunchy.
Yeah, I like them.
I don't.
Yeah. I'm middle of the road. I don't like them soft, but I don't like them mega crunchy. I say that I don't mind them making crunchy because when I was a kid, we used to just throw them straight in fires with no tin foil and eat the buggers. You used to have a black face when you've finished.
But that's why we wrap them in foil. It's so it you know, and we eat skins, everything.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely.
Plenty of fibre.
Right.
Your beans as well. That's, you know, another source of fibre. You know, keeps you regular. But yeah, and we thoroughly enjoyed it. And after we'd had that, Chris said to me, he says, "You know what?" He says, "What I think I might make on Monday." I went, "What?" He went, "Meat and potato pie."
Yeah. Oh God, yeah.
And I says, "What? Included pastry?" He went, "Included pastry."
Bloody hell.
I says to him, I says, "Well, I can make." "No, I'm making it myself." There you go.
Oh, leave him to it.
I offered to make pastry for him, but no, he says, "No, I'll make it myself."
Leave him to it.
But yeah, I says, "Well," I says, "just a, you know, a bit of a, you know," I says, "it's a lot quicker in food processor." Just a bit of advice there. You know, it's a lot quicker doing it in food processor. I says, you put your, you know, your flour, your butter, everything in food processor. I says, and voila, it mixes it for you. I says, all you've got to do, I says, is put water to it, and that's it.
Yeah.
I'm just very politely and apparently kind of way talking enough off now.
You see, Tommy, the perfect roast potatoes, you have to boil them first. You boil them only slightly, not, you know, not for ages. You just boil them slightly, put them on your roasting tin or whatever you thing, and then you spray them with oil.
Yeah.
And some people sprinkle them with
I pour out meat juices in when
some
meat's nearly
people
cooked.
sprinkle them with salt, but obviously we don't have salt, so
She wants to crash on the sofa, she said. So I said, all right, whatever.
but yeah, so yeah,
I'll see.
Chris is on about making meat and potato pie, or here we call it meat and tatty pie.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I use the turkey juices, the beef juices, roll all the potatoes back in it and then stick them back in again.
but yeah, so he's attempting a meat and potato pie.
You can do that with like the duck fat, can't you? Roll
Yeah.
the duck fat.
Yeah, you can use any kind of oil, fat, or whatever, Johnny. But you know,
I don't know why I make such an effort, seeing as I don't eat them anymore.
But the thing is, a lot of people sort of, you know, you do this, you do that. But the ideal roast potatoes, you boil them, pour them on a pan, yes, spray them with oil.
I think that was my fourth Christmas without roast potatoes.
A lot of people sprinkle them with salt, but we don't have salt, so we don't sprinkle them with salt. But, and it produces the crispiest roast potatoes you've ever tasted. What, him effing and blinding, Tracy, when he's cutting potatoes up? And, yeah. Hi, Dr. Smith.
Hello, Dr. Smith. Hello.
Tracy said I've got
Leah.
to film you. I cannot meet
Hello,
you.
anybody else I've forgotten? Hello, Tracy.
But it's like a long drawn out process because you have to do the meat, you know, with onions in it and gravy and then you do your potatoes and you put your gravy and your meat over top of your potatoes and then you put your pie crust on top.
Have to get a white chef's hat.
Yeah, I'll let you wear my pinny.
Like if I put Muppets.
What? Muppets, that's it.
You'd look like one of bananas in pajamas.
But yeah, I says I offered to do pastry, but no.
See what it is, Chris? I didn't know. I was working on Jeanette's curvature, not yours.
Can you imagine how many times it'll wrap round him?
He won't get flour on him.
Ooh. It's all right. Gordo sent me some pictures of this mini gypsy caravan.
Hey, Chris, you could do a break from the norm and do a cooking thing on your channel.
Have to do egg and chips, pixie style.
Egg and chips with drone hovering above your head.
But yeah, I says to him, I says, don't sort of, struggle with, mix it, getting.
I bet nobody's ever done fried eggs by drone.
But yeah, I says just chuck everything,
over him with fish slice.
just chuck everything in food processor. I says jobs are good in.
He hovered it next to my head, rather precisely.
Who's wiggling, lol?
I think it's Bria, Crypto, and Tim.
Oh dear, they're off again. I think they need neutering as well.
What?
I think they need neutering as well.
Anyway, so yeah, he's going to attempt that on, and not tinned stew steak, proper stewing meat.
Hurry up and queue up because I've only got one pair of gloves.
You can do them all with same bricks.
Chuck us a cloth to wipe my pebbles down.
I think everybody missed Joe Tracy.
Let me click a cloth. Granville.
I've trained Dr. Smith. Yorkshire.
Tracy says, "What you wiggling for? I missed the joke, lol." I think we all missed it.
I don't run, but I also don't let go.
He says you've got to catch me first.
Wiggle, wiggle, jiggle, jiggle.
I'll do the old "what's that over there" trick.
Tim says it's warning dance, whatever that is.
It's Tim and old knacker, sacker, cracker, whacker.
I bet. Do you mention it at work? Some at channel names, Richard.
Oh dear.
Did I know you've got a channel at work?
Some do, yeah. I think I don't really know, to be honest with you.
Cool.
I don't really actually know.
Oh, what now?
I'm only said I don't know.
Sorry, Richard. Should we return him phone? Come on, now get to sleep.
Bed, Miss Keena.
Go on, curly hair. I cut that to her shoulders about.
I know, because I said to Tracy, I said, "This kid had some cut off her hair. Last time I came to visit you, I says, this kid who had her hair cut." And she says, "Yeah, Johnny did it."
It's all about the savings, Richard. I can cut hair, I can build us somewhere else.
Dad,
Bring it on.
you cut my hair last year.
Yeah, they did a damn good job of it, I know.
No, you didn't.
I did.
Mum didn't like
Oh,
it.
your friend said your hair looks lovely.
Mum
There you
didn't
are,
like
Miss
it.
Knacker Cracker Whacker.
Here she is.
Ow.
Hi, Jason. How are you?
Hello,
Hey,
Jason.
remember, have a rest. Christine's here tomorrow. Shut the door.
Sorry, I'm over upstairs.
Oh, you shithead.
Jason, Tracy says, I'm with you now. I've been wiggling and jiggling all day just to keep warm. It's 5 degrees here. It's not too bad.
It is.
You know what
It
eating
is
is?
tonight.
You got
When I came in last night, it was about 6 degrees, and yet when I got up this morning,
keep
it
it
was
cold.
ice
'Cause you got- I'll keep it cold. She got a few things done today, all right.
His car would have iced over when he took biscuit this morning.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it.
Keeping it cold. She cleaned up while I was out.
But It's yeah,
-1 here.
yeah. Crypto says it must be a bit warmer up north.
Yeah. Well, we're,
I've just refreshed mine and it said 5. So
yeah, I think me, you, and Johnny are all roughly the same about distance up north as each other.
It's 3 here at the moment. But then tomorrow starts with a higher form. Higher form. My opinion on that, right? If it's not in double digits, it's not a high at all.
No, actually, you're more south than me. Actually, Jeanette, me and Johnny are the same pretty much the same distance north.
Well, I looked, and you're about an hour and a half away from us.
Yeah, but
only about 40 minutes.
from your house to my house, you'd have to travel northwest to Johnny.
Everything's coming down, isn't it? The wind, everything. The only problem is
you were there, Johnny's there, I'm there.
Oh.
Me and Johnny, if you look at a map, we're almost a straight line across the country. You're south. You look to be about 25 miles south of Johnny, 30
Built this
miles.
after south.
I'd say follow the yellow brick road, but it ain't. It's follow the potholes.
33 miles you are from Johnny.
Hey, how did that thing go on your car then? That shield.
We're all right, yeah. We're all right. Took him forever to do it. Took him all day. Took him 7 hours to do it, but it's all right.
Proper gleaming now.
Oh yeah, yeah. When the water hits it, droplets and just shoots off. You know what I mean? You stick to it.
And another thing, I messaged Richard the other day, and I says, did you sort your smart meter?
Yeah, it just sorted itself out.
Yeah.
Next morning, it were right.
Might have been enough.
So you got that 60 odd quid on it because you put £20 on.
That's right. It just jumped up. It did, and it's working all right at the moment. I've got £59.
It might be account updates from their end that may take some very long. Sure.
I'm at £59.70 at the moment as we speak.
That's it. There you go. Tracy says, I think we should all get together this year, meet halfway.
Yeah.
Kinky dinky doosing. Nah. Well, you see.
That's if Hazy don't whiskers away.
Yeah.
Hazy's the one that travelled the furthest when you think about it, because from our house to about 4.5 hours. But sort of me, Johnny, and Richard are all sort of in the same vicinity, if you know what I mean. And Crypto's in Manchester, so that's not far either.
Yeah.
Where is Crypto? Where is Hazy anyway?
Can you be on the less slanty end at M62, Crypto?
Less slanty end. Oh dear, you've got
whatever you get in Leeds, say it's pissing it down in Leeds. By the time you get it late, it's fucking snow.
Kinky dumps.
Yeah, Crypto's 48 miles from you, Johnny.
Tommy's put, they're going to get a bit wet, Gary, meeting us halfway. Because they're in Ireland, aren't they? Northern Ireland, and I don't know where Tommy's from, but yeah.
That's what we should do. We'll all go off to Northern Ireland.
I'll do 37 miles.
Yeah, it's a good idea because there's some nice places in Ireland that Chris wants.
I've never been to Ireland.
What's going on with Tracy?
We've never been to Ireland.
Tracy's having a wiggle, apparently.
We can all book a book blocking on ferry over to Ireland.
Yeah.
You know, us here in main body at UK can all say, well, we'll meet in, we'll do a block booking.
You're in Northern Ireland then?
Gary is.
Gary, sorry.
Yeah, Gary is. I don't know where Tommy is situated.
My best friend's Sharon. She's from Southern Ireland. My dad had a farm in it there. He won't lottery it, my dad.
Yeah, you'd have to travel from Liverpool for Northern Ireland, or you could go, if you were going to Southern Ireland, you could go from Anglesey.
Well, Liverpool's only about an hour and a half away from us.
Trey's not stopping you.
Me and Chris bagged spare room. Gary says I've got have a spare room.
In your bed.
Me and Chris bags it. I got there first. Oh, Tommy's in Dublin.
This
Oh,
room is.
Dublin. Dublin, that's only you can practically swim that.
That, Richard.
Well, no, you can't really. But you can go from Dublin, you can go from either Liverpool or
Holyhead
Holyhead.
to Dublin is the shortest crossing. Right, that's it.
Liverpool or Holyhead, whichever one you choose.
Edward said he's
It
back.
says It's only about 40 minutes from Easy. There you go.
So you've seen dragons then?
Gary says there's an empty house next door to him. You left to squat at night.
Oh, that's all good. As long as you leave it cleaner than when you entered it.
Lawn to what? They still do lawn to Stranraer, do they, Gary?
I have no idea if you even said that right.
Just tell me where Stranraer is on back, Gary. Whereabouts is that on back?
Antigrown.
Remember that Phoenix Nights? He goes, where are you? He said, I'm broken down. Where?
Peter says go over in a dinghy, you'll get a free hotel.
You
Well,
can keep your
Stranraer, it's Stranraer in Scotland.
You can keep all your top making the gear on in your night
They
trainer.
do, they do one from
Don't forget to throw your phone
Scotland,
on
from
over the side.
Kern. I can't even pronounce it. It's Kern Ryan to.
Oh God, that's
to-
where you get your fiery temper from. Then,
Lime. It's called Lime.
yeah.
From Kern Ryan or something. What's it's called in Scotland?
Yeah, Tommy says Scotland, and
Right.
Gary says the Stenner don't go to Stranraer now.
About 80 foot, Edward.
Oh, it's
See the kitchen in the house.
P&O ferries. Oh no, the Stenner
Jeanette,
line. from
she's in the
Kern
north
Ryan.
wing.
Oh,
Just get right down. In your bed.
But yeah, I mean, it'd be a nice couple of days for everyone. You know what I mean? And Chris could get some epic. You know, Chris and Richard can go out with the drones, and easy if he takes his drone with him. And
and now we can all go pub and listen, have a sing along with Izzy.
God, can you remember? Can you imagine us lot? You know,
Yeah, we went up to Glasgow.
you know, us lot in a pub getting bladdered.
Driving up there on B roads and that is like driving through a fucking film set. It's fucking wow. The fucking mountains and everything up there.
It
Amazing.
goes from Loch Ryan Port, Kern Ryan to Larne. 6 times a day to Belfast. And not as many times to the other place.
Dublin.
Dublin, you go for the Stenner line, go from Holyhead to Dublin. Or you can go with P&O ferries from Liverpool.
I've just got a feeling when I get to an airport, there's going to be somebody stood there with a file going, we've been waiting for you.
You go to an airport looking for a boat, you're going to be wasting your time.
But Tommy says I heard P&O have stopped Dublin to Liverpool recently. I've no idea.
According to this, I don't know. I'm just looking up thing here, but it's got Stenner line from Holyhead to Dublin and Stenner line from Liverpool to Belfast and that Cairn Ryan to Belfast. And that seems to be it.
Quite a few then, isn't
Or just we could get a dinghy and
Oh.
do
Dinky dinky do. I did half a bottle on Ali Max last night. I felt a bit rough.
It's Northern Ireland, you don't need your passport.
There you
I've
go.
been making a little bit.
Hello, Adam.
I don't
All right. I were. I'm not now.
Okay.
I'd washing machine man out Tuesday because it was under warranty. Had it out. I've thinking for a couple of days. I can smell something in this house, but I don't know what. Empty it bin and whatnot. So I'm sat here and I've just lost a screwdriver, shall we say. I thought it's under the techie. I put it up because it reclines. Don't recline. I thought, well, wait, this reclining. He's unplugged extension, which is plugged into my fucking freezer under the stairs, hasn't it? I just have to chuck it out. Well, more majority of it's been up 4 days.
What a knob. You want to ring them up and say...
I'm going to say I'd get on dog and bone to them and say, that TWAT unplugged me
24 hours
extension.
about it.
Yeah, they should compensate you.
There's not a lot in it really because really it's only what you use for extra storage, you know, and a lot of it was stuff from a lot of it like leaks,
But that's not
rhubarb.
the point. That's not the point. He should have told you that he'd unplugged that extension.
Didn't even know he'd unplug it because I don't use this reclining settee. It's just when I'm doing things, some things fall under the settee. Mum just said, Sam, I won't bother ringing him up. I'm like, fucking hell, can you believe it?
But you know, you've had him marked to something totally different. He should have informed you that he'd unplugged it.
He's unplugged it to get washer out, but he's not plugged the fucking thing back in.
€9.5 for a pint of Guinness.
Right? we,
A shot glass of 8 straws, please.
You know.
I won't. I'll just fill my boot with grog.
I'm gonna
I went up to auction Friday, Rich.
Oh, yeah.
I went up to auction Friday, and then switches what you were on about. The med by is it Kato? Kato. Yeah. I'm going back up Monday. I've been on some, but I found box with him. In. Give me a minute.
Even Tommy says, he says, bleeding £9, €9 fucking Robin Kip.
Jesus Christ.
That's nearly a tenner for a pint of Guinness.
You think it'd be cheap when it's like the home of Guinness, wouldn't you?
There, Rich.
That's them, yeah.
Got them, and there was some brand new in box. And where's it gone? Some bits to track. A controller, Rich. Oh, it's in box.
Yeah.
That box. Yeah.
And they got any cheaper pubs?
We're about to there. Oh, she ain't got chat open.
Dublin. Because we owned about doing like a meet-up, and they were on about, we said like somewhere central, and Tommy says and Gary are in Ireland. So they says somewhere central for us is in middle of, you know what I mean? So we were saying we could.
Maybe the Irish team,
we could do a block booking for a ferry and go over there. Now Tommy says he can put he's got a spare room, so me and Chris and we can get a blow up bed for Callum. You know, we've bagged his spare room, and
what you going to say something else then?
Now Tommy's pouring his pitch in, and he said you could walk to James Gate Brewery in 10 minutes because it's Gary that's in Belfast and Tommy's in Dublin.
I'm gonna we call it Titanic Museum this year. Belfast.
But yeah, so
I'll be in the middle of reenactment.
It's going to take a better organising. We'll leave booking it, ferry and everything to Richard because he knows what he's talking about. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know, where, Liverpool.
End up going to flipping Norway or something. It's don't like Ireland. You get off and it's a Swedish bloke talking.
You ever noticed that, Richard? With women, you just end up involved. Yeah. You want to be enough.
It's usually French, Rick. Wherever you go to the French bloke,
Alright.
But yeah,
I've got on many a wrong train and thought, bloody hell, I feel like this ain't going right way.
now we're into journey thinking, oh shit, I'm on wrong
Oh
train.
yeah, yeah. I got train from Preston to, and then I got off it, went overshot, got off it, and got back on, and the bloody thing went back to where I started from. We're like snakes
well-
and ladders.
When we were young, we went out. We went down Sheffield, and then we went to Leeds. Like got on train and went to Leeds. This kid who come with got blind. Though we got off train, he didn't. He ended up at Newcastle. That's
Tracy's on about that.
I bet they were calling you lot from a pig.
It was conscious. You could prod him, poke him. He won't move, so we just left him. What do you do?
Yeah, all you can do is that really.
They woke him up at the other end. Yo, stop, mate. No, it's not. No, it's not. Yo, it is. It's we're Emma, Newcastle. I should have been up at Leeds.
We went to Edinburgh and we were coming.
Yeah, moral of the story is don't get that lotto that you don't know where you're going and what stop you're going off at.
We went to
My
Scotland,
mate,
Edinburgh.
one of my mates went to France to work like doing in these camping things to holidays, like put tents up and all that lot. He got in an argument with a bloke, and he basically they kicked him off campsite. Won't get no out of his tent. Didn't have his passport out to get back. So I said, "How did you get back in?" And he said, "I had to walk it to Channel Tunnel. Then they had to get in touch with embassy at UK that I from UK, reissue my passport, emergency passport, get me into London, and then that gets me into London back in UK." I said, "How did you get back home?" He says, "We'll have to drive all the way down from Sheffield to London to pick him up."
Oh, I bet he was popular.
We went
He says, all in all, we're walking what it was 3 days. He were nearly at it.
well, yeah.
If you got no money on him at all,
3 times I've been.
Before kicking him off, let him collect his belongings.
no, they won't let him back up there. I don't know what he'd had an argument with somebody.
We went on a stag do to Edinburgh and we got on train and we're going up there and through Windy you could see, you know, Morecambe and
Yeah.
whatever. It went up West Coast and the sea was on the left of the train, you know what I mean? Which is correct, going upwards.
Mhm.
And then coming back down, we were all bog-eyed and hungover following 2 days later because we've been on like a 48-hour bender. And we got on train and I'm looking out window like half shots and I said, something's not right here after we've been on train about an hour and a half. I said, sea's still on left. They haven't spun bloody country round. We should be on the right now. And we ended up,
What were it? You got a wrong train?
yeah, we ended up in Newcastle.
Tommy says his mate were on a boat back from Manchester. He was using his mobile phone on boat over, and he got a bill for nearly €1,000 because the phone locked onto a mast in Norway. Oh dear! Moral of that story is don't use your mobile phone on a ferry.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean we could.
Airline mode.
Where's everybody from anyway? Where's everybody from? Where's everybody from?
Tommy and Gary are in Ireland, but
Yeah.
Gary is in Northern Ireland in Belfast, and Tommy is in Dublin, which is
Southern Ireland.
that way. But
Right. Who else is it here? How about Tim Bria?
Tim is living in Scotland, but he's originally from Peterborough,
Well, that's not good. We want to know where he's living now.
Motherwell, and not
Bria?
Not sure about Bria, but I know.
Can I just say I got a fucking clue?
So is Manchester.
Right. Where you from, Johnny?
So this is the question, Tim. What's happening on 19?
Yeah.
Born and bred in
Where's
Leeds.
Johnny?
Leeds.
You Leeds. Whereabouts in Leeds you from?
Well, I'm born in Round here, but I'm from. I live near. Between Leeds and Wakefield now.
All right.
Rockville.
And then you got
Richard
Where are you, Rick?
Lancashire.
I'm in,
Lancashire.
I'm in lovely Oswestwhistle.
Is it Ottle Twizzle?
See, it's either you all make your way to Central Point and all go on at the same.
South Wales.
What? Who's from South Wales?
Edward
Right.
Tommins in Wales.
Whereabouts?
40 minutes away from Maisie.
And Miss Knacker Cracker said she lives in a cave from the land of cheese.
We say this. Oh, Cardiff, innit? There's it.
Yeah. But yeah, it's sort of, we've got to sort of, furthest anybody's got to come is like Edward and Azy from Wales.
Why is it?
Well, Azy's about 4.5 hours from us.
Yeah,
What you mean? Yeah, but what I'm saying is, that's what I'm saying. You might be better having 2 or 3 groups that meet together and then all meet up at the same place in Ireland.
Well,
Otherwise, you're getting Tim coming all the way down from Motherwell.
we go to Northern Ireland, you get the ferry in Liverpool.
Ferry?
Now, that is about 1.5 hours from us. Is
You are joking. You're pulling my leg here, aren't you? Ferry. Go to Manchester and fly. Be up and down in half an hour.
Isle of Man. Been to Isle of Wight. I've never been to Isle of Man.
It's the bottom half.
Where's Isle of Man then? Where's that situated?
Irish Sea.
What? In middle of the sea.
Oh.
Irish Sea.
Yeah, Tim says he thinks it's about 4 hours from us.
What? Motherwell.
Yeah.
No, it'd been near for. No, I think it'd been near on 5. Now the port speed restrictions and that driving. It'd be probably better getting on a train.
I wonder if EasyJet got to Ireland.
What?
Ness says do not fly to Dublin. Ryanair is the worst airline.
You
I've
know,
got Ryanair loads of times. I've never had any bother with him.
I've never flown with Ryanair and I don't think I would.
They just
he always
serve
has a
everybody
piss
else.
before he gets on.
I must have been. I've been with them all. But last one I went with Ryanair. And
Usually fly with 2 if I'm going abroad.
What airline was that with the fan?
757s. I mean, it's not much you can change on them.
Aer Lingus.
Them are 757s.
What airline were it where this bloke went to Bog and, you know, several hours later they realised they hadn't come back from Bogs and they were dead in Bogs. And they didn't
No.
Oh, that were on holiday, weren't it? I don't know what kind of route were.
know which airline that were.
Well, just don't go at Bob then. You'll be all right.
Yeah, but the thing is, you know, they didn't find him.
Yeah,
Oh.
I've been with
No, but you were an overnight flight
all night, which don't exist now.
from somewhere like America or something, or an overnight flight.
America?
Yeah.
Wait, who's going to America? I thought we were going to Ireland.
No, that bloke we found on that flight, they were an overnight flight from America. So what they do, early hours, they turn out lights down and let people sleep.
Jet 2 holidays. The plane was on its way from Tenerife. to
Tenerife? I don't
on
think
Tuesday.
it's Tenerife. I thought they were America.
No, it says
Must
it
be
was,
nice.
it was flying back from Spain to Manchester.
Well, it'd have been a good way to go on toilet, and on
When
for all.
customers told the crew they were worried about a man who had not returned from the toilet, and it were flying to Manchester.
It's like Elvis all over again.
Oh,
I shit
There you
my
go.
hand the other night.
what airline were it?
Jet 2.
Jet 2.
But
Is that music?
Me and my telly.
Oh, you
I'm
got
watching thing on Chernobyl before they reported it.
yeah, you have to turn your thing down. I can get like demonetized if anybody. Well, you see, she's got his on, Brie. I've got volume on. Oh yeah, I've seen that as well, Gary.
Bloody hell. You want to go on a flight? I don't think so.
What?
Right.
Harry says door blown. It weren't it. It were a window and part at wing. The great hole inside an aeroplane.
When?
I don't know when it were.
We
Because
went
Gary
for a
says
long
door
one.
blown open on an Alaskan Airlines flight today. Were it today?
No, oh, that were Prime bloke wanting to deliver your parcel. Amazon Prime. I'll get it. I'll open the door here.
I'll just
But, I mean,
remember.
it don't matter what mode you know, whether you're sailing or you're flying, you know,
It
it's
does.
not that, it's, you know.
Right.
There's no-
My theory on it.
Photograph.
My theory on it here. Right. In a plane, it's over and done with in seconds. I am not drowning to fucking death or freezing to death in the middle of the sea.
Flipping out, we're going to Thailand, not flipping.
We're not on Titanic.
There's a chance
All right, then, let's go back to 80s. Remember when that one that went set off with doors open up bike? That was going to France.
Oh,
I
yeah.
know, but that would.
Yeah, well, it can happen.
Some fucking armbands.
I mean,
Oh, but
It
I'm a strong swimmer.
don't matter
If the
whether you
Titanic
sail, whether
happens
you
tomorrow,
fly or whatever you
no
do.
death.
It's not
Nobody will
without.
die on it.
Well,
Say again, Rich.
look at
If
that
the
thing.
Titanic
Huge.
Wait a minute, wait a minute. Richard's trying to talk and I can't make out what he's saying. Go on, Rick.
If the Titanic happened tomorrow, nobody would have died. Everybody would have been rescued.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we'll be more lifeboats.
Ness says it was called
It didn't matter
Errol.
about lifeboats. They could have airlifted them off the Titanic. If it happened tomorrow, they'd airlift them off because, I mean, it were floating around for hours before it went down. Well, you could have flipping got them off easily in that time.
McDonald's was still serving on fucking ship as it was sinking.
You know, well, that's the stiff upper lip that they had in them days, and the band played
But-
on.
But yeah, you know what I mean? It's
Got the
Had a
milkshake.
rusty trumpet.
I mean, I've been on ferry loads of times up Scotland, and it takes an hour to get to Isle of Arran, and you don't even feel like you're on a boat. So that's for sinking.
we've been to Isle
I've
of
been on
Wight.
a hovercraft.
It's about an
I
hour.
don't like boats. I'm not scared of them, but if I'm going to go, I want to go quick.
Told you I
Yeah.
get seasick on the Yorkshire coastline. So
But this is the thing, you know, these storms that we've had.
bring your
There
sandbag.
was a floating like
I'll tell you what I'll do. You know that.
and that sunk and that run.
You know immigrant. You know what? Them immigrants are coming on board. I reckon if we give them a tenner, they'll get us boat and we could go across free.
But yeah, they were at one of these bars, a boat that converted into a bar, moored up on Thames, and that
Oh.
sunk, and it weren't going nowhere.
I get my dinghies from next.
Do you know? I'll just point an obvious thing out. A boat doesn't have to be moving to sink.
I'm just saying, you know, it weren't going anywhere. It was just moored on Thames, and that sunk.
Yeah,
You're
we
going
definitely
from Liverpool to Dublin.
Richard was done right up to his nuts. We're from Sainsbury's. That's a different story altogether.
It's 8 hours from Liverpool
What?
to Dublin on ferry. 8 hours.
No,
Fuck
we,
yeah.
we're talking about recently, Partnest. It what other day, you know, when we had them bad winds and all that rain and everything. It were more
Too many curries.
and it were one of these,
Edward,
you know,
Edward,
you go on, it were like a floating bar, let's just say. Next minute,
Edward's
it
got
shows
a lot
you
of room, right?
It were floating. Well, while it was sinking, it was floating.
Won't be a minute.
So you're thinking Ireland?
If you went from Holyhead, it's only 3 1/4. 250.
With Holyhead.
2.5. 3 1/4 hours if you go from
Wales.
Holyhead.
With Holyhead.
Wales.
Wales, Anglesey.
All right, yeah.
It's only 3 1/4 hours, but if you go from Liverpool to Dublin, it's 8 hours. Hang on, 2 hours from Bristol to Ross, sorry, that's 8 hours from Liverpool to Dublin, yeah.
Yeah, but there's things that you can do. You know, you don't, if you're going across on a ferry, you just park your car up, go up onto the deck, and that's it. They've got bars. They've got, you know, yeah, North Wales.
What, you good cars, would you?
Oh yeah,
I just get a train down and then just jump on fucking ferry.
Oh no, my RAV4's going on an adventure. It's got a new battery now.
But yeah, you know what I mean.
Got a new tank, new clutch, new battery.
What's that on?
My RAV4.
There's Fishguard. Gary says Fishguard to Dublin.
22-year-old past her MOT with no advisories. That's how well I've looked after her. I've got all new brakes to fit before next one.
Oh, yeah. Tommy says that's the slow boat. for the
Wales.
trucks.
Fish guide.
They have a sleep on the crossing for their tachograph brake.
Pembrokeshire, Wales, fish guide. Wales.
I do all work on my own car. I'm too tight to take it to a garage.
But the thing is, Fishguard is in West Wales. But the thing is, if each person goes in the cars, you know, I mean, Tim and Crypto don't drive, so they'd somehow have to get, you know, to one of us that's got room, so we can go across. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like I've told Daisy, if I do the Amsterdam thing, I'm driving now.
Hey, we saw horses in there.
Hey up.
But
You
yeah,
got
I mean,
all
we've got 2 spare seats. We can fit sort of 5 in our car, so we've got 2 spare seats.
Yeah. You got
Three spare seats. Well, 4 if you put 3 in it back.
But
Well,
yeah,
all my vitamins take up 1 seat. So
but this is what I'm saying. Them that sort of don't drive, you know, between us, we can sort of come to sort of some arrangement where you know, we take 2, Richard takes 4. You know what I mean?
I'll strap one to the roof rack. I've got the proper straps, like truck ones.
But yeah, I'm sure if enough of us go, that there'll be.
I've got those smaller versions of the truck straps, Richard.
Oh
The
yeah.
wrap straps. I've got the
Right.
smaller versions of them set of 4. They're good. Put everything on.
But yeah, you know, somehow we can work round that. You know what I mean? Whereas you know, us that. Well, I don't drive, but Chris does. But anyway, them that want to come, you know, we've got plenty of spare seats available to.
I've got a trailer. I'll put cover over it. You can lie down on the mattress.
Well, like I said, I don't know what's easiest for me. I mean, it'd be as easy for me getting a taxi to Sheffield Station, getting train to Manchester Airport, and getting on a flight home for me. It'd be that easy.
As long as we're all meeting at the same place, it doesn't matter, does it?
That's
you
it.
get the
You
plane,
don't have
no,
to get there
probably.
if we're all meeting in, let's say,
McDonald's.
Belfast or Dublin or whatever, wherever we're meeting. You know, so long as everybody gets at the destination, you know, I'm not saying that everybody's got to go. But you see,
What I'm saying is you don't want to get everybody together and say, right, we'll be from down, well, like say Liverpool. So everybody who's at North got to come all the way down to Liverpool or across the way
you
around.
know, it's like with Chris and Richard having a drone, they'd probably want to go off droning. You know what I mean? While we're there, it's sort of, you know, how can I put it? At the moment, it's sort of in early stages. You know what I mean?
Because you're better off. We've done this before on groups I've been on. You're better off all booking into the same hotel and all.
Yeah, the Guinness is much.
You get a
cheaper
flight
than
from
that.
Leeds, Bradford to Dublin for as little as 20 quid.
That's what I mean. It's for now.
Oh, there you go. I'll jump on the plane. You might as well.
20 quid. They don't tell you it's flipping Wright Brothers plane like you hang out window.
It stopped all that being jab shit now, haven't they?
I'll tell you something. I bet you could get a return trip to Dublin for less than 70 quid.
Well, Leeds and Bradford Airport for me is about 20 minutes.
Right. I've never flown from Leeds Bradford. I fly from Manchester because, like I said, I can get a train from Sheffield Station. It drops you into Manchester Airport. Get off.
Closest station airport to us, yours, Johnny. Then Leeds Bradford.
Yeah,
Nearest one to us is East Midlands, probably.
you've
You
got
get
Sheffield.
a
West
single,
East
single
Midlands.
flight to
What?
Dublin for 20 odd quid.
Sheffield have an airport.
But as soon as you mention return, you're talking
Sheffield's got an airport, yeah, but it's privately owned now. And then you've got Sheffield Doncaster, which shut down. Which I've heard on grapevine. I'm not going to say who from, but I've heard on grapevine it's going to be opening next year.
Aer Lingus fly to Leeds Bradford every day.
But that's you've got to pick an airport that do regular flights.
The older regular flight,
Dublin.
Yeah, Leeds
Manchester,
Bradford.
Leeds, East Midlands, Heathrow, Newcastle, Edinburgh. The older flights over here. What you got if you're flying though? I think you've got to consider as everybody got a passport.
I got a brand new one. Yeah. Brand new.
You don't have to.
I
Have
just-
you don't.
I
have
got
to-
my, I got
Well,
mine.
you don't have to. You don't have to. It's still in EU. I know what you're saying. You don't have to have one, but it health matters. You've still got some proof for.
Chris ain't got one. Callum ain't got one.
You've still got some proof for identification who you are,
There you go. Left the show.
like a driver's license or like that to fly internally. Still got to have it. Otherwise, you won't let you fly.
To a prison with my driving license, so it's all good.
Sorry, getting in, you need to get out, don't you?
Like that flight, well, it's
A bit of
not with
Shawshank
Ryanair,
there.
It's with
I go
Aer
back
Lingus,
once a week.
not with Ryanair, Aer Lingus.
So that's from Leeds Bradford Airport.
Aer Lingus must be one of their bases because all the flights to Dublin from Leeds Bradford, they're all. I'm just looking down the list now. They're all
I'll go
either
on plane, it'd be easy, won't it?
they're either Aer Lingus or somebody else. I can't make out the.
How long is the flight? About an hour? Won't be long, will it?
But it's 45 minutes at most.
No, it's more than that. 1935. An hour and 20.
It's better than 8 hours, isn't it?
Take off at 18:35, arrive at 5 to 8. So just short of an hour and a half. Well, it's an hour and a half.
The only
isn't it?
problem with that, you see, is I'd have to hire a car. I don't walk
Why?
anywhere. I don't walk anywhere. I don't do buses.
I don't, but
Yeah, partner
Well-
says flight's about an hour.
I'd just take car if I'm going from Leeds. I'd take car and I'd park car up.
I've been
You're
on a
on a
bus about
single
10
tomorrow
years.
morning at 8:55. You arrive there at 10:05 so it's and it costs you 20 quid just to single.
Well, seeing as you're on the site, how much would it cost me to hire a car as well?
Convert it to a return.
What, while you're over there, you mean?
Plus 236 quid.
How much?
Well, Richard, while you're there,
That's how all the airlines do it. It's cheap single tickets, and then you're nobbled a bit when you're at your destination. That's how they all do it. You know what I mean?
You're knobbly at Wayne.
It's great if you just want to go one way, but if you want to go two ways, you know that you pay on your return.
If you want to go 3 ways, you've got to get another fucking bird.
Oh yeah. But anyway, there we go.
Partner says you need to hire a car if you flew to Dublin.
Yeah, I need a car.
Or a shotgun, whichever's most efficient.
Do they still do they drive on right side?
Yeah.
Outside? You've got to check these things, haven't you?
Going roundabout wrong way.
I don't want a phone call saying there's some idiot on motorway going down wrong way, so they all are.
Johnny's going, all these idiots driving wrong way.
Oh,
So I saw this tree, I swerved to the left, it swerved to the left, I swerved to the right, it swerved to the right. Said it with your fucking car air freshener, you idiot.
There's Gary. Yeah, I'd be no good on public transport.
When a guy's following another guy on a foggy night and suddenly he slams his brakes down Fucking guy gets out. What are you fucking doing, you idiot? I went, I'm in my drive, mate.
You see that's the problem with me is my mobility. I can't walk anywhere. I can't get on public transport. So this is why we'd probably be better going by ferry. So
Might be better hire a van. Get a van instead.
or either that, Johnny, or hire a minibus.
I'm going to get hire a minibus and I'll get a minibus, 12-seater or something.
I can get you a minibus cheap and all. I know somebody who owns a hire company.
Ah,
We go.
I'm going to say, I hope it's not Nick.
It's not what?
Hope it's not Nick. You can get your minibus cheap.
Brand spanker. Brand new.
So Richard sorted the flights out, and he knows somebody with a fucking minibus. We saw it.
Yeah, I do. I know.
Can't trouble you go get answer it.
Well, you don't own a hire company. He's a manager at one.
We Richard is everybody's cars parked out there for a weekend.
Yeah, you could
Oh,
do. Yeah,
ferry is a lot less stressful than flying, but what I'm saying is anybody that wishes to go, they can, some might prefer to.
All we
fly
can definitely say is you all need to get the fucking asses there one way or the other.
I mean, when you're thinking about it, like May, June time, come on.
They'll stick you on the trailer, lol.
I'm building a mini caravan next year, remember? I've got a completely switched
the emphasis
trailer,
being
all
on
the frame and
mini.
everything. I've got all the frame ready. It's there, big aluminium trailer that I can build all I want with. It's all just stripped down at the moment.
But
I slid a bit here and a bit there. The main frame trailer's behind Keena's playhouse. The axles are under my caravan. The tow bar bit's under my caravan. I've got a caravan as a workshop outside, Adam. An old one, though.
I'm just start building this 10x8 shed today. Start leveling out ground up for it.
Mine's 16 B8.
This might interest some people. The ferry over as duty free again, thanks to Brexit. Pick some.
Right, we're all going up ferry. Cheap fags, booze.
We're definitely going up ferry then, Johnny.
Yeah. The problem is you got the Irish police breath testing you when you pull get out the fucking ferry.
Oh, yeah.
So yes, you can smell beer, but Ronnie Shandy.
This is the thing, just because you're buying cheap booze and spirits and whatever on ferry, don't mean you're going to drink them while you're on there. I mean, you wait till you get off. Cheap
You get a
fags.
shitload of you get a shitload in the van.
Yeah, I mean, me and Chris are not so worried about the cheap spirits and booze and whatever. It's just that we.
Yeah, we're not going into a cash and carry a meeting trigger there. And he says, "Wow, look, it's trigger as well." And he goes, "Can you believe it?" It said, "Only if I was heavily sedated."
And then they ended up with Gary back at Luton van. Gary.
And does him that Vindaloo.
And he's a prince or something, isn't he? Crown Prince something or other.
Yeah. Nationwide hunt for him, and he's there in Del Boy's flat.
Oh dear.
We have R.I.P. David Soul again.
Yeah, he died yesterday. 80, I think you were. Pardon me.
The whip train chuckatoo. Oh dear. I tend to peruse the chat now rather than read the old damn thing.
I've just been jiggling my thing again.
Okay.
Is it still not cooked yet?
Oh yeah, but I keep getting in another It looks like, have you watched Beverly Hillbillies? It looks like a pan of stuff that Granny and Beck on Beverly Hillbillies.
Called potluck.
It looks good though. It smells all right.
Maybe. No. It was blonde haired one in Starsky and Hutch.
Oh, what's the name? That's not skin up.
Yeah.
What a program that were back in there.
Yeah. My brother, when he was 18, used to have a Marina pickup that was painted in Starsky and Hutch colours with white stripe and everything.
And then with dark hair, that cardigan that he always used to wear.
Oh, that great thing.
Yeah.
I know, great thick
Oh,
cardigan.
Paul Michael Glazier, something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Him that died, David Soul, yeah. He was blonde haired one.
What film was it? Salem's Lot. He was in Salem's Lot. Do you remember
Salem's
that?
Lot, yeah, I've seen that. And Red Book.
Mm. Yeah, you had a Marina pickup that were done in that. It was dreadful when you look back, but back then it was somewhat weird.
He was at Salem's Lot.
Salem's Lot, yeah, that was a good film. That it was quite gruesome for its time with that film. I watched one other night, which I've never seen before. It's an Odin Hellraiser. Jesus Christ!
Oh yeah, yeah.
Hellraiser.
That him with
I've seen that when it first come out.
He said.
And Hellraiser too.
Well, we all blood all over it. Oh God!
Didn't they bring out about 7?
I don't know which one I watched, but I was in bed watching it, and I was getting a bit twitchy, so I turned it off.
We're all pinging face. I like that.
I bet you were on the screen that big. Fucking hell.
I felt like you were actually in bedroom with me. That's the only problem when you watch. You know, that's the only problem when you watch projector. You feel like they're in the same room.
I might use that, you know, once I've got that. Once I move up into the loft, I've got a big projector thing.
Is it making weird noises,
Oh yeah,
Richard?
it's going.
You know, the other end, it's got the slope in it. This side of loft, I can put
Yeah.
a screen that drops down on there and have a projector on it.
Oh, aye. I mean, that one of mine didn't cost a right
I'm
lot.
moving into the loft, Adam, because we've got little babies here for a while, so I need this room. It's whenever they come, they're sleeping in the living room in bloody.
Tommy says he had a red Fiat chicken cento. He always wanted to get a plastic wrap zebra 3-stripe on it for the crack.
I've got a brand new,
Worst
you know,
car
I've got a
I've
brand new
ever had
baby bed downstairs, still in box.
by a long way was a Vauxhall Belmont. What a
That's the bed there, Adam.
pile of
You know
junk
what?
that was. Vauxhall
That's the bed
Belmont.
there, it was.
That's it.
Never heard of that one, Richard.
Vauxhall Belmont. It was like an
Vauxhall
asteroid.
Belmont.
There, you pull the bolt out and the bed drops down out the wall.
I've never had a Vauxhall since I was about 18 because I fell out with them and I've never had one since.
I've never had a Vauxhall.
Every Vauxhall I've had crank growl and burnt oil. I used to have an Astra GT. I love that, and I've had 2 Cavalier SRIs. I've had a CDI. I loved all them. All right,
Nice big cars, though.
and me Cavalier SRI I got were only 4 months out, and it got nicked twice. That's a Belmont, yeah. Mine were burgundy.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
a pile of crap it were. Jesus Christ. They were a heap. But to be honest, back in them days, Vauxhalls, they were
It was
all-
only
My first
produced
car
in
was Volvo
1980
240
91.
unless you could get one that hadn't been raged, you were all right.
Dad,
You are kidding me.
what? I didn't know what time it was.
Its successor was Vauxhall Astra Saloon 1991.
So, yeah, so I think my favourite one was the Cavalier SR. I like that, but I didn't have it long enough to enjoy it because
You see, ours a Vauxhall, ours a Vauxhall Grandland next, and we've never had a problem.
I still remember registration on it, K685YFA. I bought it bank holiday weekend, August, and by bonfire night it had been nicked its second time round, and I never saw it again.
Huh?
I've had a good idea. I'm taking them to geocaching tomorrow. That'll fucking knacker them out. You've done that before, Rich. Well, no, you won't have done it. Geocaching.
Is that where you like hunt for cash machines?
No,
Yeah.
it's things that get hidden in like woods and stuff.
I can remember.
Oh yeah, yeah. Didn't Daisy do it?
Yeah, I've done it a couple of times.
There were a thing a few years ago where all these people were running around looking for Pokemon characters and all this shit.
But people hide things in unusual places, but then they put
like
it
little
on
containers with messages and stuff like
Yeah.
that, and you
You've got
hunt
to
it with your phone.
and then put it back where you found it.
Yeah. Well, last time I did that, it kept the kids busy for hours. They were covered in mud by the time they got back. Doing good. Whacked some wellies on them. We ended up down by Leeds and Liverpool Canal. We weren't that far down. I've got a nature reserve behind me, Richard. Big nature reserve. Between motorways. You know where that Skeleton Lakes is, a new one. In Leeds, there's a new services on one called Skeleton Lakes.
Yeah, he says the stick you got.
Well, that nature reserve thing behind us, that's behind my house. All that.
Right.
You walk off about 4 football pitches on this side of the house, and then you go off into that nature reserve.
Tommy, Fiat 900 Fiat Cinquecento. Bloody hell. I mean, we've got some Fiat vans at work, and they've done millions of miles, and they keep going. The Fiat Doblos, they are.
Yeah, they're not bad.
Strong.
They're not the most attractive looking van, but
a lot of people buy them to turn into like mini camper vans.
God, it would be mini and all, but yeah.
We see Chris was talking about
you
it.
get a mattress and a kettle in there and a toaster. You're all right.
No, I don't think you get a double mattress in a double.
It ruins my street cred. Anyway, Chris is always on lookout for camper vans.
I won't fit in a chicken dinner.
He come across one of them, and it's basically same as Chris says. I want something that I can stand up in. You know what I mean?
I don't want a matchbox.
Well, you ain't standing up in a Doblo van, that's for sure.
No, that's what he was saying.
You've got more chance of standing.
But this is the thing. There were one other day, and it had been like done up, and then it says, shower outside.
You know, as desperate it is, I've never thought about actually looking at getting a van.
I ain't standing outside. It says stop. Kiddie says having a shower.
Yeah. Tell him he'll have to wait until he's 55 and see how much pension he can claim.
Yeah, that's what he's on about doing.
And he can get a real nice fancy affair then.
You know what I mean? He's only got three more years.
Well, I've just gone 55. I'm just waiting for mine to come back now to see what it's worth. But
it's not a fantastic amount. You know what I mean? It's not because we're only with these that is with ours. So I mean, it's not a fantastic. Oh, I mean,
it's a miss with camper vans. I mean, that one we hired was the absolute dog's bollocks. But the problem is, it was too big. You couldn't just nip out in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You needed to have a smart car hooked on back. It was too big. You couldn't just say, "Oh, we'll just nip into town and do some shopping." You couldn't do that. It was too big. You know what I mean? It were big.
Yeah.
You had 2 double beds in. You had a garage to store jet skis. The bed moved up and down electrically, and it had 2 shower rooms, his and hers, on either side of bed. It were big.
Yeah.
We were smart. Don't get me wrong. I'm
going to say all Chris wants is somewhere to sleep, somewhere where he can have a shit and a piss, and somewhere where he can have a shower.
But the problem is with a family, it's stupid. My problem was because we went in that round Wales, and the problem is I were up quite early. Well, kids didn't want to get up early, so I'm sort of like first 2 hours of every day I was wandering around scratching my ass. You know what I mean?
But same as Chris says, the ones that make the ideal camper van is these high top ones.
But it was superb.
Yeah, you
that.
need the headroom in them.
Absolutely superb it were.
There's no headroom in them. It's bloody pointless, isn't it?
That's it. Citroen or what? Volkswagen. Hey up, I tell you something. There's been a van, well, it's the minibus actually, parked outside our doctor's, and they've took to Facebook, you know, can they own, because it's been checked, it's not got no road tax on it, but it's MOT'd and everything, but it ain't got no road tax.
It's got no road tax. Couple pull it away.
No, they're not round there, they don't. She had a car there.
No, there was. That's the problem.
We had a car in, because we live in like a half circle cul-de-sac, and this car appeared one day. All windows were smashed out on it, and you report it to council, you report it to police. Nothing. It was there for months, and then Chris, I hope talk of the devil and the sure to appear.
Hello.
Time to call
Yeah,
it.
boy.
Yeah, boy.
Fucking late.
Yeah, boy.
We're gonna have to knock your wages. You're in late.
I don't get wages. I do this shit for free.
It was there for months, Adam. Nobody gave a shit. Chris took biscuit out one day, and by the time it come back, it had gone. We don't know where it went to. We couldn't give a shit where it went to. Basically, it weren't there anymore.
I once took a car, an Escort I'd got, so I wanted shutting it. I got shut it for like 300 quid or something. And I bought my new car, and about 2.5 months down the line, I get a knock on the door one night. 2 coppers. One of them questioned me where I'd been and whatnot. I says, why? He says, where's your car? I says, it's there. He says, no, where's your other car? That's the only one I've got. He'd done a robbery in town centre. This car of mine gone through shop window. Done this robbery reversed out. It were on Norfolk Park. Says, I said, well, I sold it to somebody through Auto Trader. They've not registered it. He says, do you want car back? I says, of course I don't want car back. He says, what do you want us to do? He says, crush it. He says, sign this bit of paper, sign it, and they crushed it.
We sold one of our cars, and this was when we first moved to Sheffield. So we sold one of our cars. Is that camper van that you hired?
That's the one we hired. That at the time that was brand new 2018. That cost you 90 odd grand. That.
I found
for
one for Chris, Jeanette. I found one for Chris.
How much what?
It's a 16 ton 2016 Leyland DAF. What do?
Anyway, so
Red van.
we're in you know in his little masonette. Knock come at door, and he says, showed her this card. He says, we CID blah blah blah. Do you own a? I think it were a Sierra. I think we've got.
Sierra.
Yeah, we've.
That'll do him.
Oh yeah. Thanks for bringing that, Johnny.
Rubbish, you need a
Anyway,
license
so,
to drive it.
do you own a Sierra registration mark? Blah blah blah. And we said no, we sold it a couple of weeks ago. And apparently they'd gone into a petrol station, filled it up with petrol, and drove off.
Oh, they do that. All the time, don't
They do that there, don't they?
See that thing at top there with lights is that were a double bed. It came out electrically, came out at roof. So you had 2
they? How's
double
it going,
beds.
Izzy?
What?
There you go.
How's
But
it
I'd never
going?
do it again.
It
good
looks
man.
nice though, Richard.
I'd never do it again. No chance.
Hiya, Jamie. Other Jamie.
You've got to be of a certain ilk to enjoy that business. I think it's great if you're on your own.
We nearly run it wrong.
Just you and your wife or you and your girlfriend, but with kids in as well. What a performance. What a bloody performance. I mean, it was
Yeah.
nice.
Have you ever thought doing that, Jeanette? We're going back to thing like a fucking Butlins weekend.
We used to go to Butlins all the time.
You know what I mean? But you can make your own way to wherever, Butlins site, and go to Butlins 80s weekend or something. Or
We're on about going over to Ireland. And all
Butlins is just a money pit, isn't it?
yeah, going over to Ireland for a meet-up.
Ireland.
What the fuck's going on here now?
So,
Yeah, boy. You
I don't
see
live in
what-
Ireland. I live in Wales.
I have to.
I know you do, but there's a crossing from Holyhead or there's a crossing from Liverpool.
You know, so we're listening to you there today out wireless, you see?
I did see, yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy.
You come up when I put it on shuffle, up he popped. I thought, my God, I can't get away from him.
Don't start with that, Gary. He's on the back. He says Amsterdam sounds better. No.
Gary.
Well, I mean, I am going to go to Amsterdam eventually.
Via Dublin.
As soon as Johnny pulls his finger out.
I had to get a new battery for my car today.
That's
Hey,
it.
I broke down
Oh,
yesterday.
Joel.
Are you Joel?
It was a 10-year-old battery though, 43 quid for a new one, is it?
That's
But it-
cheap as that.
Well, that's not bad.
Bloody sure.
It was 47, but a 10% discount on orders over 40 if you collected it yourself. So,
That's not bad, is it?
How big is it?
That's good.
whacked it out, it was fully charged as well. And they were all
Does anybody know what? Does anybody know what Terrain is?
Who?
Terrain.
What's it say on the label?
Well, this one's turkey and pig. This one is pork
Is it like-
liver confit.
Is it like
It's a bit like a pate, isn't it, Terry?
Yeah. It's a bit like pate.
Yeah.
But the one that I opened, it looked like it's mouldy on the top. I still ate it.
That's Welsh for your tight the duck's ass.
No, it's a penicillin on it, Adam. It gets rid of your headache at the same time.
Oh, this one is venison and fine champagne cognac.
It's French.
Yeah,
It's Terrain. French.
Yeah.
It's French.
We like Piccadilly.
I handed it to the crackers.
Yeah, it's French.
The French.
Well,
Oui, monsieur.
Well, confirm that with you, wherever she's gone to. Sure, she would have chat a minute ago. That's how I'm imagining it. Yeah, it's French. Well, it's just French. It's a loaf of force meat or aspic, blah, blah, blah. Potted mould. Also, oh, it's covered in potted mould.
Covered in what?
Potted mould, it says. I'm just looking on Wikipedia.
That
Yeah,
explains-
potted mold. I said it looked mouldy.
Yeah, well, that's what it says here. Pottery. All right,
Well, you're okay to eat it then.
I ate it. I didn't give a fuck. I thought it. Look, it looks mouldy.
Says
I just opened this one.
Says terrine contains a large amount of fat, although it is often not the main ingredient. Pork, many terrines are made with game meat such as pheasant and hare. That's Wikipedia.
I'm not a pheasant plucker. I'm a pheasant plucker's mate. I'm only plucking pheasants because a pheasant plucker's late.
That's a fact.
And that's a fact. What's a fact, Richard?
It's that. Oh my God. I
I
know what it is, but I
fact.
can't remember the rhyme.
In fact, it's a true statement that's been proven.
If you don't.
No,
if you-
a fact is a small piece of skin in between the muck hole and the fuck hole. And as you slip out of the fuck hole into the muck hole, then you're in the shit. And that's a fact.
No, that's that little bit of skin. It's called bridge of death. 'Cause either way, you're in shit.
I call it the stinking HP, that. Why are you not in loft, Acy? What are you doing
What?
down there? Why are you not in loft?
I'm cooking.
What's that?
Right. So am I, actually, believe it or not.
What are you cooking?
I've got my thing at my pot, you know,
Hello.
you know that machine I showed you a few months
Thank
ago.
you.
I've got that
Show us
going.
what you're cooking then.
What?
Show us what you're cooking.
Oh, I'm cooking chicken.
Oh.
Cooking chicken. Yeah, boy.
Froze bit up, isn't it? Oh, isn't it?
Ooh, that looks nice.
Sausage. I know Jeanette likes a bit of sausage.
I feel like
like
chicken
tea.
tonight.
If anyone's wondering why my face looks so funny, I shaved all my hair off.
Yo, Joel, good to see you.
Oh, I've noticed. We've all just noticed. Yeah, you've had a shave.
Oh,
I know. It makes me look 12. Stop looking at me.
Like a little boy.
What?
You're like a little boy.
Stop
Baby
it.
boy.
My lady boy. That's what you asked for Christmas, wasn't it?
Yeah. I didn't get any either of it.
That's a dog cognac. Cheers. Cheers, Joel.
I put you on big screen and I still didn't notice you'd shaved your beard off.
I know, because you were just staring into my eyes, wasn't you? You're just like, oh, look at his eyes. Oh, just look at him. Don't just fuck.
Especially when you've had a few.
You know what just happened then? When I was showing you the sausage and the cauliflower cheese, I smashed the side of my head on the extractor pan above the cooker.
Not a good idea.
And it's fucking killing. I proper whacked it.
Might not be sensitive to you.
Maybe.
That boy's cooking the chicken in it. It looks like a ninja.
Mine's flipping far from being a ninja. Jesus Christ. I don't even know what I'm doing with it.
Not that kind of ninja.
I don't even know what I'm doing with this machine I have. I press the button that says stew. So I don't even understand it.
Wishful thinking and hoping for the best.
Correct.
Oh dear me.
So
What are you making? What are you making, stew?
Well, I think so. Yeah, I'm just I'm hoping. Have you ever watched Beverly Hillbillies?
Yeah.
You see when Granny makes a big pan of slop? Well, that's what I'm going to end up with.
What have you done?
It says it's called vegetable stew.
It's Italian.
Italian.
Yeah, it's been
He's
made
reading
by Ricardo.
Called it Ricardo stew.
I've named it Ricardo stew.
Yeah, Richard's is in a slow cook. Well, it's like it does everything. It's like a pressure cooker, a slow cooker. Yeah,
It does
you
everything,
name
but
it.
I can't even understand controls. I don't even get it. It's got a
So
digital screen.
You know,
on
it just presses a few buttons and hopes for it best.
Oi. Somebody will look at
It's not got any meat in it, Joel. It's just vegetables.
Vegetables, yeah. Whatever it is, it'll be dead healthy. That's rest assured. It'll be a very healthy pan of slop.
There's only fucking veg in it, it will.
Yeah. But I've put some herbs in it.
Didn't you chuck any Brussels in it, Richard?
No, I didn't have any, or else I would have done. But no, I didn't have any. There's carrots, parsnips, potatoes.
Richard, do you want me to pop round with some extra herbs to put in it?
And mixed herbs. There's something else as well. I can't remember what they were. It did have some of them mini sweet corns in, but I whizzed them out because I didn't like them. I don't like them bloody things.
Oh, the little tiny sweet corn. Oh, yeah.
I don't like them.
Mm.
I don't like them at all. They didn't. I like sweet corn, but not them little buggers. They look like.
Well, it calls it Ricardo Italian stew because he's named it Ricardo.
I found a van for you, Chris. Right.
Pink.
You can put it flies drawn out of the hatch. and it's a burger van.
There's some good cheap motorhomes about at the moment. I don't know what it is.
Edward, I mean, a slow cooker, you do put water in it. I can't understand. He says I've got a slow cooker, but it says you can't put water in it.
I've got loads of.
Yeah, you can put water in slow cookers.
I got a slow
yeah.
cooker.
Oh, yeah, I
Named
know.
Kate. She takes fucking ages. I can have some onion and some cucumber.
Oh, I put some onion. Oh yeah.
Did you have cucumber?
No, I didn't put cucumber in.
That's how big it looks in my hand.
It looks like Max and Paddy's man.
How much is that one, Johnny? That Talbot one you just showed us.
They're wanting £2,000.
£2,000. I mean, that's noticed that if it's all above board and it's
It's
raised.
a Peugeot 1995 2500cc or whatever.
You see a lot of, same as Chris says, a lot of them are getting shut of them nowadays.
Peugeot camper van hobby. It is.
Clean air zone thing,
Yeah.
and they're selling them cheap.
People are not. What is it? People are buying older cars now that pass it. Mine passes it. Mine
But
passes it.
you seen one other day, and it was like 1,500, and it were a decentish van. And Chris says, "Well, why is it so cheap?"
Richard, it's only had 4 owners and it's only done 40,000 miles.
It's got no MOT on it.
Mobile home you just showed us.
Yeah, it's only done
Is that, isn't it?
40,000.
£2,000. That's a good thing. Is that for £2,000?
Does that mean you can't drive it?
Don't you hate it when you can't pull the skin off a cucumber?
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's got the rack things on the back of it and all that as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What year is it? Must be quite an old job.
1995,
Yeah.
full MOT it says.
Yeah, you'd have to look through the MOT history, you know what I mean? But
Well, I can run the reg. Hang on a minute. Yeah, I've got the reg here. Hang on. I've got an app for
too
that.
many people nowadays get on too well with their MOT centres, and you can buy a car that's had hardly any advisories, and then you take it for its first MOT and it's goosed, and there's no way that's happened in 1 year.
No.
You get pally with their MOTs and you know what I mean? You
I've
know.
got that vehicle smart thing. Hang on a minute. It is. M7. M7.
Edward says 1995. He says I was 5 then.
SKJ. Jesus Christ. That's
He
what
was
my
fine.
daughter was.
How
Oh, my
big?
God.
3.
What, 1995?
I was 18.
I was.
SKJ.
You're 23, Richard. No, you're 27.
Thanks for reminding me. I've been in. What is it? Hey, I learned some chords yesterday, Asa.
Did you?
Yeah,
Well done.
I've been watching some videos. I did an A, a C, and a D. I think you were
Nice. Well, I thought you were D.
A, C, which is a bastard one, is C. And
Stretching
D.
little fingers.
They're all out, sure. Yeah, getting your fingers around for doing a D chord. It's for a C chord. That's hard, is that?
Wait till you get to the F.
Oh no, it's MOT till 24th of February 2024. So I ain't got a long one.
That's C, like you're on first wire, then you've got a dodger wire, second fret, third wire, then third fret, fourth wire, and flipping hard to reach.
It had 5
If
advisories.
If I hear you call them wires again, I will drive all the way to where you are and slap you.
All right, then.
It's all-
strings,
They're called strings, Richard. They're strings.
right, strings, right.
I knew that, and I don't play that they're called strings.
But I was doing them yesterday because a bloke from work who plays, you know, he actually plays songs, you know what I mean? He can play proper, and he says you've got to learn how to do these. He says, if you just learn a few chords, he says, and then once you get going, he says it starts to come together a bit. He says you need to get your transition right between your chords, which is the flipping hard.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Now we got to wrap it.
Wrap it. But I actually managed to play about 10 seconds of a Pink record yesterday.
Ooh. Go in there, Richard.
Pink, the intro of the one Pink record.
Tim says they were 23 in 1995.
Who were?
Tim.
What Pink record do you play?
I don't know. I only played the intro because it was only by flute that I just happened to play the same thing, and it were. Actually, I played it A, but it was A minor, the actual record, because we looked it up. I said, I was strumming away, and I said to him, "This sounds like a Pink record, does this?" And he looked it up. He had like a laptop where you get all tunes up, and it showed you chords. And he said, "It's not far off. It's an A minor that Pink used." He says, "You were doing an A, but it's an A minor. We had to move your one finger back, the first finger onto the first fret string back, and that made an A minor, you know."
Yeah.
It's weren't far out, like, because I just thought, this sounds like Pink does this, and I was strumming away. I thought, yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy. Well, you must have an ear to learn.
You know. But it's transferring from one chord to another.
There's something a bit dodgy about this, Richard. It's saying on the last MOT it had where it failed, which was February 2022, yeah, it had 78,000. And then when it passed again in 2023, it was 40,000. So it says it's come up as a red warning discrepancy in odometer.
Correct. That just doesn't sound good, that.
Oh, bells in.
At that age, though, they might have just changed the bloody the speed up. It might have stopped working. Swapped it for another one.
That's probably what it is.
It's 1995. Stuff like that's going to go wrong on it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not going to knock you back fucking 30,000 miles.
Yeah, it was first registered 21st of February 1995. 29-year-old. Built to last, though, them old bands. That's why probably it's still around.
How about old Bedford bands? Remember them?
Yeah, I used to.
Which sliding
I
door?
I used to service a Bedford horse box.
I worked for a bread company that had all them old Bedford bands.
Which Bedford's
Bulletproof they
in
were.
That's a round shape, aren't they?
Well, you're right, though, Richard. Some of the prices aren't bad at all in these
Come
companies.
right down, I'll tell you. The second-hand motorhomes have come right down.
The
I was
2002
looking
Lear
on Auto
Transit.
Trader the other night, and I thought I could manage one of them just for one person, just bog off for a couple of nights somewhere. But
That's it.
just parking the pig, that's the problem.
I mean, look, that's a transit conversion one. That's on at 900.
900? What are you looking on there, Auto Trader?
No, eBay.
Bloody hell. That's bids though, isn't it?
No, some of them are like, buy now.
900 quid, that's worth that just for a transit van, never mind the motorhome outside.
See what they put in the back? Like so.
2 settees.
Yeah, it's fully converted.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, if you're just going out flying a drone and messing,
Look, they put LED lights in ceiling, look.
that's all you flipping need.
It is, isn't it, really?
Well, that's where I said all Chris wants is somewhere to have a piss and a shit.
Oh, look, they've actually built a little cookery bit area, look.
Yeah.
And somewhere to lay down and get his Zeds in.
So if I had a camper van, I'd book it off somewhere and I wouldn't piss about cooking. I'd just pull up. I'd go in a pub. I'd say, look, if I stay here now and drink your beer and eat your food, am I all right to stay on the car park? And most pubs would not bother if you're spending money with them.
No, because spend a day watching car park for them when they go home.
Especially if you know that you're going to drink at least a gallon, like, and then buy food as well. They're going to be quite happy for you to stay on the car park and then do it the next day again.
There's a Volkswagen Transporter here. Auto Sleeper 57.
Ain't got any money then. What
That's under £2,000, I know.
What is it?
Volkswagen Transporter, but it's a camper conversion.
Yeah. That's one of her hating reveal.
There's something wrong with that under $2,000.
Let's have a look. No MOT.
That's a problem, and then you've got to start spending to put things right.
Correct. You've got to find that right balance.
The good thing about the App Store these days, you can actually check all that. I know.
But yeah, it's how much does it need spending on for MOT?
It says partly converted, so it's not been finished.
Partly.
Yeah. Probably only got one sofa nailed to the floor. It's on Gumtree, that as well. Oh, cute. I'm going to drop out and go sort Keen out. She's still awake. I'm going to go. bloody mad.
Yeah, I'm not be long myself, Johnny. It's 25 past 11. Why ain't she settled?
I don't know. I'm going to go kick her ass gently.
Anyway,
Okay.
guys, I am going to shut it down. Next one will be Monday.
Yeah.
So enjoy your whatever you're cooking, Easy.
I will. I'll just snap my tooth.
Oh dear.
Right, I'll see you all later.
Yeah,
Bye.
see you later. Easy.
After this.
Bye.
So yeah, I'll see you all later, guys. Bye.
See you later.
Bye.
I'm not going to mouse you.
Oh.
Where's Johnny gone?
um,